Hello, air gunners. This is Bryce POI. I'm following through on the promise that I would make videos of these individual Crosman modded HPA guns. And this one is a 1740-14. Really nice one. Accurate at long ranges. Long range for me is 50 yards, just in case. Okay. Start off with the 100cc air cylinder I got from Amazon. It's 30 millimeter OD. Again, 100cc capacity. eBay regulator set at 1860. Drop block method for bottle. Froggy airgun parts. We have a Dr. Murphy mount from Buck Rail. This barrel happens to be a Lothar Walther choked barrel, 14.6 in length. Really nice. I got a modded valve in here. It's dremeled out with slanted pitch up to the ports, which are all three perfectly aligned, and they're opened up 18% larger than the stock opening of 0.136. So they're 18% larger. Got this brass bolt handle from Fenton Shooting Supplies, and that's in England. We got a stainless steel long probe bolt from Melon Air. As well from Melon Air is this steel hammer spring adjuster. And one thing about these Melon adjusters I wanted to sit on for a minute is this is a really nice adjuster. You could take this center screw out, which is just a few turns, and change your hammer spring without taking any of the gun apart. So it makes it nice, you know. Just in case you don't want to take your gun apart for a long time, you can you know, if you feel like your hammer spring's getting a little weak or something, you could just easily swap it. I really like that about that. Okay, Crosman shoulder stock, shortened 1.5 here. I use a miter saw. I just cut it straight, cut the 1.5 out, and then reattach with some deck screws. But to match up the ends, you have to heat this portion here with a heat gun. And when it starts to get soft, you just push this one down until it matches up with the hole that you drill for the attachment. It works out pretty good. It just takes a little sanding to finish it, and it works really good doing it that way. Okay, I do have, I didn't mention this before, but I do have the Marauder pistol uh, grip frame and trigger group in here. It's also called a P1701 trigger assembly. So it's got a really nice trigger on it, about a pound. I went from 6 pounds, maybe even higher, to a 1 pound trigger. It's just great. Might even be less than one. I forgot to tell you about the hammer spring. I use springs from Crosman 362 pump rifles for the hammer spring. This valve, it does have a weaker valve spring. It's about 20% less tension. And I got disco poppets in these valves. We got CV Life bipod, very functional, $21. And the CV Life scope, I like to use $50, and it's $624.50. It works really well for me. Black trigger shoe from Crosman. Okay, this cylinder, you could fill it to over 4, but I usually fill it to 35. And with the hammer spring set at max power, I can get 55 full power shots with this cylinder at 3500. And what's nice about it is that you fill it quickly. That's another really nice thing about it. You know, you get your 55 shots, and then it's only a minute or two to fill it back up. So I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it's actually pretty nice. She's wearing the Sumo almost always on this one. And we're gonna go over some numbers now. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out. All right, with this triple play pellet setup here, we got the Diablo Field from Air Arms 844s. With max hammer spring, I get 940 feet per second. These GSB 1034s, heavy Diablo 875 FPS, and these monster Diablos at 1343, they shoot at 780, and all those are max hammer spring. All right, I think we're going to do some 23-yard indoor range target shooting. Let's check that out. Okay, going to be shooting 23 yards indoors. Using the 10.34 JSBs at 800 feet per second. Okay, here we go. Okay, not a bad group. I'm a little jittery because I've had the virus for about 2 weeks. So, not a bad group considering that. If my body was in shape, I could have settled in a little bit better. But again, that was 23 yards, 800 feet per second with the JSB 1034s. Okay, I hope you guys liked the video. And if you feel I left anything out or want to know something about this gun, go ahead and leave a comment or a question. And you guys keep putting on the hits.